Right, nobody there. I thought it was somebody. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, quite crude, I'm going to try and take this off now. I'm just going to cut it. I don't know if you can see properly or not here. Where are we? I'm just going to cut it either side for now. Purely because I want to deal with that piece behind. I'm not really interested in the track at this point. We will be when we get a new track in there, but I'm not really interested at the moment. So I'm going to cut that out. I'll try and speed it up so it's not too boring, and then we'll make a new piece for that. Well, hopefully you saw anyway. It's a mess. Absolute mess, so that's no good, is it? So so I'm gonna have to cut more off it, but I really didn't want to cut more out of it until we definitely know we've got one of these sliders coming. Yeah. Well, I did say it was a disaster in the in the description, so better make it a proper one, haven't we? So what I'll do is I'm going to cut that section out for now, just square it up, and then we'll have a proper look inside. We'll have a look inside, see how bad it is. Right, we're back. Right, so have to see what we've got in here. Might need a little bit more. So basically, this is all started from a leaky window. So if you ever wondered where the water goes when your window's leaking, this is exactly where it goes. So let's just spin you back around so you can see. So it's basically coming behind the window, shot behind there, and sat on this rail, which then in turn has pushed this out, rotted it all out, and then just basically filling your van up and all your arches, which is probably why it's already had a new arch, a new lower section put in by somebody else back in the day. So yeah. So I'm kind of left, I'm thinking on the fly here. Obviously these videos aren't organised, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. So what I'm going to do is speak to the customer and double check that we have definitely got a sliding door slider, if you like, because I'm going to have to cut all this off now and deal with what's behind it. Which is not ideal. We didn't really want to be going to that extreme, but while we're in here we may as well try and do it properly, haven't we? So yeah, it's completely ruined. One thing while you are on there, actually, I did save it specifically for our conversation that we've had about wings in the past. So when we treat when people treat the outside, so this was the outside of the panel. So if you look sort of here, there's only like a little bit of rust there. As we turn it round, it's all rotten behind, you see. So even if we do treat this piece, you're not treating this piece. So that's why it's always good. Anything metal, anything rust, cut it all out. It's almost like starting again, if you like. So, but it's all right if you've had a bit of a scratch or a chip that's gone a bit rusty, because then you're only dealing with the top piece. But 90% of the time, if not more, it's always rotten from the back from the back to the front, which means your rust treatment's going to be no good. But this is why restoration work's expensive. We knew it was bad, but we didn't know it was that bad. So my budget that I had for hopefully doing 2 windows is pretty much going to be ate up doing 1 window. But 1 window properly is better than 2 windows that you're going to have to revisit down the road again because we haven't done something. So yeah, so anybody thinking about buying one of these vans, make sure you poke around, have a good look round, look inside, because it's these things here. It's not just £100 panel. It can be £300-400 worth of panels, and then you might need 3 or 4 days labour, maybe more, if you can't do it yourself. Even if you can do it yourself, you still need to have a welder and various bits and pieces. So right, well, I'll speak to the customer. I'll chop a bit more of this out and come back later in the video. Right, assuming I haven't said it already, as you saw there, it's completely rotten behind there. Not the best, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is, to save filling up this video full of watching me grind, I'm going to get all this ground off, all this cleaned up. We'll come back, have a look, and then we might have to make some panels for it then. I haven't spoken to the customer yet, but I'm going to now, just to double check what's available, what isn't. Yeah, so you'll join me back when it's all stripped and cleaned. Bye for now. you.